sessions in this course duration?
Yes, yes. I have seen the requirement which you have shared.
Okay.
So I'll cover all the topics which you have mentioned in your requirement.
Okay, fine.
So let me introduce myself. My name is Kamal Rajput. Currently I'm working as a BI and DW architect,
Okay.
and also taking care of the development of the various projects for the US and Dubai clients.
Okay.
And I'm also working with Swaroop for almost more than 2 years. I'm providing trainings on mainly the data visualization tools like ClickView, MicroStrategy,
Mm-hmm.
and this Tableau.
Okay.
So mostly I have experience in these data visualization tools.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it about me. I have a question. How many years of experience you have?
12 years.
Oh, okay.
I worked on BI tools like I did work on MicroStrategy for
Uh-huh.
IBM. Now I'm working on business objects. I did work on for Informatica. I did work on SSIS, SSRS, SSAS.
Okay.
Now I'm into this Hadoop stuff and Tableau, so I'm upgrading.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So basically, you guys are doing big data analytics by using the Tableau.
I haven't started my Hadoop work yet, but still I'm with business objects and Informatica. So I'm thinking to move the career towards that phase now. So I thought, okay, let me start my. I've been with Swaroop, like taking Hadoop as well, training parallelly. So upgrading to the new technologies, and I thought like let me move to the new stuff.
Yeah, nowadays, like for big data analysis, Tableau is quite popular in the market. And for the big data visualization, mostly all the companies are using Tableau. I went through a lot of case studies.
Okay.
And since I'm working on the various different tools, I see that Tableau is better than other tools when it comes to the big data analytics.
Okay.
Recently, I've done one project for one of the big clients in US.
Okay.
And that was based on the sensor data, and they had both the tools,
Okay.
MicroStrategy and Tableau.
Okay, nice.
And we did project in both. And then what happened? There were a couple of things there. We found challenges in the MicroStrategy.
Okay.
So finally, we reached to the conclusion that going forward, Tableau would be used for the big data analytics.
Exactly. Very nice. Actually, out of all the tools, I like MicroStrategy the best.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm basically MicroStrategy certified architect.
Okay.
But
Cool.
now the things are moving so quickly, and nowadays I like this tool a lot. Whenever it comes to the big data, I blindly say that just go and use Tableau.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you. Fine.
Okay. So as part of this,
thanks Varu for this session organizing.
Swaroop is there?
I'm not sure. He must be.
He's on mute actually. He's taking care of a lot of stuff like too many trainings
no
and all.
No problem. Okay.
Okay, all right. We can start.
Do you hear the disturbance? Should I mute my microphone or how is that?
I think it's okay. Do you hear any disturbance from my side?
No disturbance. So yeah.
Okay, so then we can go ahead. So as part of this demo class, I'll explain you what is the Tableau. Then we'll do a small exercise in the Tableau that is mainly related to how we can visualize the data in the Tableau. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So start with the introduction to the Tableau. So it's like more about the Tableau. It was started in year 2003. It's a Seattle-based company, and these are the founders of the company. And then Tableau has got a lot of awards from the various different organizations as a data visualization tool. Mainly, it has been given the awards for best data visualization tool among all the tools. This is the architecture of the Tableau. The client is sitting here. Either the client is using desktop, mobile client, or a browser. So the browser, they can connect to the company gateway or load balancer, and that will take you to the data server and application server. So that's the main components here. And then on the next level we have the fast data engine, SQL connector, MDX connector. So it's mainly the database connectivity layer, and then data. So Tableau can read data from data warehouse, data mass, files, and cubes. And then the SQL data, like whatever data we are trying to see on the front end, all the data is basically processed by all these components and sent, and then the data is sent to the client in the form of the visual presentation. Tableau can also connect to the various data engines like SQL Server, Oracle, Hadoop, Teradata, SAP, HANA, etc. Tableau worksheet and dashboard on server can be accessed from anywhere like iPad through any browser. So it's available on the mobile client like iPad, but the iPad app available that we can use to analyze the data in an intuitive way, and so that user can take the decision quickly. It can be used, it can be visualized or viewed on desktop and browser. Browser, it could be a mobile browser or it could be a desktop browser, laptop browser, whatever. So we have seen that Tableau was established in 2003, and since then it's moving at a very rapid rate. In 2011, it has a revenue of like $62 million, and the growth is like almost 100% if we see from the previous year. Recently, Tableau has entered into the leaders quadrant. So it's basically Gartner's Magic Quadrant. They're providing ratings and ranks to various different tools based on its capabilities. And these are the few tools which fall in this category, which is leaders category. So now Tableau has also entered in this area recently, this year only. Before this, it was here somewhere on this boundary between challengers and leaders. From visualization perspective, Tableau has been given a rating better than all its peer group. Other tools like ClickTech, which is ClickView, Dimensional Insight, Average, Focus, Cyber Science. Compared to all these tools, ClickView has got better rating, and this result is based on the BI survey. A few customers, few popular customers, these customers have selected Tableau as the BI tool for the data visualization. So this was the quick introduction of the Tableau, what it is, when it was started, and how it is doing in the market, and what would be the feature of this tool. Now I'll take you to the Tableau, and we'll learn here how we can do quick data visualization by using the Tableau. So this is the Tableau interface, Tableau desktop. On the left hand side we can see all the data connectors are available, connect to the data. If we wanted to see all the connectors, we can select the connect to the data, select the appropriate data connector that we wanted to use for the data connection. So here I'm going to use Microsoft Excel. Tableau to some sample data that I have. So, yeah, connect to this sample data. So, yeah, just connect to the auras table here. So now I can see my data is categorized in the form of dimensions and measures by the Tableau automatically. And here I can see my data connection. If I wanted to change data connection anytime, I can just right click and I can edit the connection. And I can select some other file which has better data than this one. And this is the area where we do the designing of the visualization. Uh, Here we write all the calculations, we do formatting of the sheets, we create the visualization. And now I'll take you to Tableau, which is PPT projects for Tableau. So we have seen the interface on this screen. I will go to the Tableau overview, data sources and connections, and then we'll go to the visual analysis. Data sources and connections. Tableau can connect to the four types of different data sources. Connect to the data, clipboard, data sources, joins, and extract. Connect to the data is basically where we can select various different drivers to connect to the data. So here you can see in this picture, data connectors, flat files, XML docs, RDBMS, and there are a couple of other data sources as well. Clipboard is basically I can copy some data and I can paste that directly in the Tableau.
So, hello? Hello, Kamal?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. So, so you're just giving the overview of how we are doing, right? The hands-on will be like, you know, when we go in detail, we can see the hands-on each step by step, right?
Right. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. So basically, we have the exercises for each and every topic.
Okay.
But if I'm explaining you how we can connect to the data, we'll do an
Okay.
exercise for this one.
Okay.
And cover all the possible ways that we can use for data connection. Right.
Okay.
We'll take like there are total 4 types.
Okay.
Connect to the data, clipboard, data sources, joins, and extract.
Okay.
So do the hands-on for each of these. And we also record the videos, and at end of the class, we share the videos with the, like, if we're going to training with you, we'll share video with you.
Okay.
So
And
later on for
also,
practice.
and also, like, do you have this, like, you know, today's like what are viewing, and for next class what will be the contents that we'll be covering?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll share the agenda with you,
Okay.
and most basically, like we have the agenda for almost every day, means what topics we are going to cover and all. And then what happens, right? Today I could cover only 3, although I planned for 4, but I could cover 3 only. Then that the remaining topic will be covered in the next day. So all those things happen, but we have the agenda and everything.
Okay. Okay.
So connect to the data, how we can connect to the data in the Tableau. Tableau supports workflow connections to a variety of data sources such as Microsoft Excel, SQL Server, and Oracle. So we just saw this screen a few minutes ago that from the connect to the data we can select an appropriate driver to connect the data source. We can also select files. These are the options to connect a file: Tableau data extract, access Microsoft Excel text file, and import from a workbook. So I'll explain you how we can connect the data sources. Here we just saw that we created a connection with the table called order. So that we just browse the Excel file and connect it. I'm going to explain you that from the scratch, that how we can create a connection and how we can preserve that connection for later use. So connect to the data, go to the Microsoft Excel and select the file that we wanted to connect. So I'm just going to connect this one, sample superstore subset. And here I see that I have three tables. Orders, returns, and users. If I just wanted to connect a single table, I can select single table. In case of multiple tables, I have to select another option, which is multiple table. In case of custom SQL, I can select the custom SQL and I can write my query, SQL query here. So here we have multiple tables. I'll go with the option of multiple tables. I selected the order here and I'm here. So one table is selected. I can add multiple tables here. Order is already selected. I'll select the return. Return has these many columns, order ID and status. Once the table is selected, we need to create a join between these two tables. So this is my order table, this is my returns table, and both of these tables have common column, which is order ID. So I'll select the order ID from here, and then I'll select add, and here we can specify the join type. The second table, which is returns, is added here. I can also add the third table, which is users. Select the user, and user would be connected based on the reason. So by default, Tableau is suggesting that they both have reason as a common field, and I can create an inner join by using order.reason and users.reason. So I'll go with that option because that's the common field I have between these two, and I wanted to create inner join, so I'll just go with the inner join. We also have options for left and right, but that is not required here. Here we just need inner join. So both of my tables are added here. Here I can specify, does that include field names in the first row? If my table includes first row as a field names, I can select this option. Yes, the first row has field names in it. If not, then Tableau will automatically generate names for the fields. So this option is basically selected when we add the tables and all. Then we have fourth option, which is give the connection name. So I just wanted to give it name orders plus 2 table.
So we are giving this name for the sources for reusability, like the data source connection?
Yes, we are giving it name and then we will save it so that we can use it again.
Is that
So
mandatory?
no, it's not mandatory, but yes, we cannot keep it blank. We need to give it some name.
Okay.
Yeah, so by default, Tableau suggested one name. If we wanted to keep that, we can go ahead with that one. If we wanted to have our own name, which follows the standard of our company, we need to put that name there. So I just gave that order plus 2. And I hit the OK button. Here I have 3 options: connect live, import all data, import some data. So connect live is basically live connection with your Excel file. Import all data, Tableau will extract data from the Excel file and will store it internally. And Tableau will extract entire data from the Excel files. Then third is import some data. This option is useful when we are doing the development and we have huge amount of data lying in the Excel or CSV file. We can just import some data for the development. Once development is completed, we can extract all data or we can go with the connect live. Right?
What
So
does this
here,
Connect Live do?
Connect Live is basically you're connected live with your data. If you change your data, you will be able to see those changes in Tableau immediately. It's useful in the case when we are connected to the transactional database.
Yes, exactly. OLTP systems. Got it.
OLTP systems, right? Yeah. So here I'm going to use this option, import all data. So now it's saying that Tableau is going to create an internal storage file that is .tde, Tableau data extract. So I'm okay with that. That would be stored at following location. So that's done. So my connection is created and the Tableau data extract is also created and stored at my disk. Now here I have got list of all three tables that I had in the join, order, return and user, and here I got all the measures. So whatever I have in my tables have been categorized in two forms. One of them is dimensions and another one is measures. This is the area where we can create worksheet and dashboard. So the two types of tab here. One is called this one, which is worksheet. So we keep creating worksheet, and once we have all the worksheets, we put them in the dashboard. So the two options, worksheet and dashboard. So dashboard is the big container. Sheet is an individual object that can be designed in form of either table or graphs. On the top, we have a menu section. Various different types of menu options are available here. For worksheet, dashboard, for analysis, we can create the calculations, forecasted calculation, trend lines, special values. And then we have map. If we wanted to use custom maps, we can go with this option. Formatting of a sheet, we have a lot of options available here. We can use all these options for the formatting of a graph and report. Once we are done with the development, we can publish our workbook to the server. So we need to log into the server from here. This is my server that I can log in with user ID and password. And then I can publish my workbook to the server. So this is just like Windows option, and then we have help here. Now the important thing is here this option, which gives us options to create various different types of graphs. For example, I wanted to visualize my data by city, profit and sales. So I just selected these three things on the left hand side, and Tableau is suggesting me that I can create this one, I can create this chart, I can go with this one, this option, this one, but I cannot do this, and all these gray highlighted cannot be created.
Why is that?
So this, because the requirement is completely different. So the reason is, like, if I go here, it says at the bottom you can read, for lines continuous, try one date field and at least one measure.
Okay.
So I do not have any date field selected here.
Okay.
And if I go for this one, the first histogram view try one measure only, and this is timeline. This is timeline Gantt chart. So for that also we need one date, one or more dimensions, and 0 and 2 measures. So that's the reason it's suggesting us what we can use for the better visualization of these three things. And then we can decide, okay, so since I'm using a geographical field, which is city, Tableau has automatically tagged this as a geographic or geo attribute. You can see an icon next to this, that this is a geo attribute, this is a geo attribute. We can use map for this one. So if I just hit the map here, yeah, so it's created a map here. I don't need to do anything, my map would be created here. What happened to my map? Let me just see that. Seems I do not have data in this data source. Let me just get the data from a different data source. So this is quite a small file. I think, yeah, I should connect to this one, which has all the data. So see, here we didn't get any data because we do not have data in that file. I can just go and change my connection. So I can just browse and select a different file that has got the data. So I'll select this one. And simply I no need to do anything. I just need to hit the OK button. So it's very convenient here when you want to move from one data source to the other data source, you can simply do that. And now I can just select my map. Just a second. I'm just going to create the data set again. Profit and sales. It's not appearing as a map. Okay, I think there's some problem with the map. I will have to find out that. So let's see the other visualization, that is like heat map. So if I wanted to create the heat map, I just need to select the measures and dimensions, and then just select the map which is required for that visualization, or we wanted to create for that visualization. So I just created this map, and here what we are showing that an entire heat map is divided by cities, and then color is done based on the sales. If sales is low, the color intensity is low, like it's not dark. If sales is high, it's dark. size of map is also showing same thing. If the size is too big, that means sales is very high. We can use another attribute here for the size. I'm sorry, for size we are using profit. I'm sorry, this is the size. So we are using profit for the size. If size is too big, that means profit is too high. If you wanted to do some like innovative things with innovative things for this map, for example, I wanted to color all these cities based on the city. I can just select and place city on the color marks. So the entire area is colored based on the city name. Then what I can do, I can divide this by using the postal code. Postal codes, and I can put that in the detail section. So now Chicago is divided by the postal codes. Since Chicago has the same color, but it has got the two different postal codes. If I want to display the postal codes on this area, I can just drag and drop the postal code on the labels. So I can see the postal code of each area. And if I just wanted to focus on the city, I can just select the color and my city is highlighted here. From the left hand side, I can select the Atlanta. Atlanta is like very small, that's the reason I'm unable to see it. Boston is here, this has only one postal code. And San Diego is also very small, there's Seattle is here, which has got 3 and 4 postal codes. So that's how we can basically see the things like we have a map and then we have further divided that in the form of postal codes. So this was one sheet map, free map basically, that we just created by taking example of like 2 dimensions, so 1 dimension and 2 measures, and then we used the postal code as another dimension and divided that entire map by postal codes. So that is the freedom here in this tool, that you started with something and then later on you found that you wanted to include postal code within the free map. You just dragged it and you found everything here. Color coding and all these things are very easy to do here. Now I'm just going to show you one of the powerful things of the Tableau, which is basically calculations. So I'm just going to create a simple report here. I drag the city and placed it on the rows, and then I drag the sales and I placed it over here. And I'm working it in the form of table. City, and then I have my sales. I will also add profit here. So I have profit and sales. Now now a manager says that, okay, the sales is okay, I wanted to know the contribution of the city. So how I'm going to calculate the contribution, right? It's very easy in the Tableau. We just need to understand the conceptual things, how does it work. So Tableau has given us an option here, with a small drop down. We can go here and then we can select add table calculations. Okay, what I need to do, I need to tell percentage contribution of Atlanta in this entire sales. From here I can select percent of total, table down. How I want to calculate? Top to bottom, basically in this order. I just need to hit OK button. I got the percentage, percentage contribution. I also wanted to display the sales amount. So this is coming in the form of percentage. Total of all these percentage would be 100%. if I want to check that, I can go here, total, row grand total, total column grand total. So this is 100%. Atlanta has just contributed 0.07 percentage. I can also order it by the highest percentage. So I can see that Chicago is the topmost contributor here. Now, if someone says that, okay, just that is good. I also wanted to know, I wanted to see this in the form of graph. So what I can do, I can just go and create a graph out of it. So how I'm going to create the graph, I'll take this out from here. I'll select these two things and place them over there. So I got my graph here. One is showing me sales amount, another one is showing me percentage. But what I need to show a combo graph, a bar chart, vertical bar chart, and the percentage should be shown in the form of line. So what I will do here, first I'll convert this into the vertical bar chart. So I got the vertical bar chart, but there are two. One for sales amount and another one for percentage of total sales, basically. I don't I don't require this grand total. I'll go and switch off the grand total. Actually, my throat is a little bad today, so you might be hearing some disturbance while I'm talking. So sorry about it. Okay, thank you so much. And since I wanted to convert this percentage in the form of line, what I'll do, I'll find out the measure which is giving me the percentage. So this is the measure that is giving me the percentage. I'll go over here on the shelf which is on the left hand side. I'll select line here. So I got my line. I wanted to color this to look a little different than what I have right now. So I can just go and pick some bright color from here, like orange color. And I also wanted to increase a little bit thickness of my line so that I can just see it. And I wanted to keep these things, okay. So my line is good now. Now I need to put these together. How can I do that? I just need to right click here and then go to the dual axis. So my dual axis is here, but what happened to my sales? Sales is coming in the form of bubbles, so I just need to select bar. So sales is in bar. Okay, I see the colors are reversed.
Exchange.
Not a problem. Yeah, exchange. So we can just go over here and we can assign colors from here. So for blue, I'll use this blue. So my graph is ready. Now I see there are a lot of cluttered things here, and I also do not want it to show this thing. But this doesn't make sense. I'm already showing percentage here on the top. So right click and hide it. Show header. So this will go away. If you wanted to hide the show header will not work. So I also wanted to hide this city. Okay, sorry, not that one. This city. Right click and just right click, show header. Oops. Right click. Okay, so this will not go from here. Hide field label from columns, so that's gone. Now I see that these two numbers are appearing very close to each other, and that is making this graph look a little cluttered. So I need to make it clean and clear. So what I need to do for that, I just need to use some ideas here, and then we can just put this in better way. So These are the labels basically. These numbers are labels. So what I'm going to do here, I see that if I can move labels which are related to the bar little lower, here somewhere in middle, this will look better. So I'll go to the labels and then alignment, and then vertical alignment, which is here. So I see my numbers are appearing here. And for line chart, I just go over here and then I'll select the alignment and then top. So lines are coming in the top. Since my sales number is important, or whatever number is important, like sales numbers are not that important, my percentage are important, like contribution. So what I can do, I can select the numbers are overlapping, do not display them. So here in this area I see the numbers are still cluttered. I'll select my bar chart here, go to the labels, and here I'll select allow labels to overlap other marks, do not allow. So yeah, my Tableau is thinking that the numbers are not overlapped. So these numbers are visible here. If the numbers are overlapped, Tableau will not display that. That my graph is ready, but still I wanted to add some insights here. I wanted to tell about this one, why Chicago is leading. So I can just add here some annotations. So just select this point, annotate, mark, and I can write here some insights like say Chicago has got highest numbers of stores, just an example, and that's the reason we have high contribution from Chicago. I did this insight, so if somebody looks at this graph, can easily understand why this is leading. So I got this information here, why we are trailing here. I can add trend for that too. Point started business in this area. So what happens like if somebody looks at this one, move a little bit here. Means I can do all this designing, color and everything I can do here. Just right click, edit. So we have control to these things that we can use for the designing of these boxes. So now my graph has all the picture, I clear-cut picture that why we have a lot of, why we have the highest contribution from Chicago, because we have highest number of stores in this area. That's the reason we have, we are getting most of the business from Chicago. We can also write more descriptive things here that we think that will make sense for the person who is viewing this data. And here, as I just used the point for some mark annotation, that here we have just started the business, and that's the reason we have a very small contribution from Atlanta. Now, this graph is designed similarly. We can design another graph. I'm just duplicating the sheet here. So I just got two here instead of like. So this is a duplicate copy of the previous one. Here, I'm going to use something else. So I've got two graphs here, and I'm going to place them in the dashboard. This is called dashboard. Sheet 2. I placed it over here, and then I'll place the sheet 3. So, and then I can do some adjustment over here.
Kamal?
Yeah, am I audible to you?
Yeah, yeah, you're sounding. Actually, in the dashboards, we can extract whatever the Excel sheet, the sheets that you worked on. You can bring all those things in the dashboard. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. So basically, what we can do here, we can create the sheets here that we call worksheet, and then we can put all these together in the dashboard. So dashboard is basically a container for all your sheets. If you
Okay.
want to put them together, you can basically just create the dashboard and put them together.
Okay. But when you want to save this file, in what format does the file is saved? I mean, see, I have developed this thing. Let's say I have developed this workbook. I have developed this dashboard. So if I want to save it in a server or local, in which dot extension does it save?
That's TWBX. So if I save it, right, I'm going to save it. This is TWB. We can save it.
Okay.
We can save it in TWBX as well. So there are two options.
Okay.
TWB and TWBX. BX is basically stores all data along with the visualization. This one just stores visualization.
Okay. So you want to refresh it when you want to see the data.
Yes, so that is altogether a different process.
Okay.
For example, what I have done right now, I have just created an extract from the data. So I have all the static data in the Tableau, right? But going forward, I will not be seeing the same data again and again. If my data is getting refreshed every day in data warehouse, this Tableau visualization should also be updated every day. So what we can do for that, we can create a schedule on the Tableau server, and the server will trigger a job based on the scheduled time and will refresh that extract with new data. And once that refresh is done, we would be able to see the latest data in the Tableau.
Okay. So does it have its own scheduler for the
Yes,
report?
own scheduler, right?
Okay.
So this was a demo class. Basically, here in this demo class, we just wanted to basically use what we are going to cover, how we're going to conduct the classes,
Okay.
and also that part whether I have the understanding of the Tableau or not. So these are the three main things that we basically demonstrate in the Tableau.
Okay. Fine.
Tableau demo class. So I'm done with the demo class. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Yeah, I'm good actually. So yeah, I can expect further to see how the day-by-day session goes and work exercises. So what time of the day is convenient? Actually, now I'm like with parallel Hadoop training as well, which is from 7:30. I'm in the central time zone, which is from 7:30 to 9, something like that. But I'm not sure like which part of the day we can take this class. I'm good with early morning, like 5 o'clock, but that is like too early for you. I mean 3:30 in the afternoon, but it's like too early. You'll be at work, right?
5 o'clock in the evening, right? My time. So yeah, I would be at work and I would not be able to take the classes at that time, right?
Yeah, and that makes sense actually. Yeah.
So you let us know the time. I think if you are convenient with the morning time, like my morning, I can take the classes in the morning, or if this is the convenient time for you, I can take classes at this time.
Okay. Yeah, I will check, work out the schedule with Swaroop, and we'll see how it works. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
All
this
right.
demo.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Good day. Bye-bye.